trying to get this motherfucking game in the draft league. I don't know what's going on with my opponent.
To keep you behind. A system that is designed to do it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
Life is crazy to me, bro. It blows my mind. People continue to abide by this shit. It's crazy, bro. It is motherfucking crazy. And it is happening to all of us. It ain't just blacks. It ain't just whites. It ain't just bitch. If you're on the bottom, they fucking over you. You can say you can put it however you want to put it. You're still paying taxes. They still feeding us this fucked up food. They fucking up the app. They
29-yard line. Saving face, seeing cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran up by the Luxon as I up the highest metric. The city just made a sweep. We could die.
The money group of people that has an agenda. So you realize that as people, we're still gonna continue to get screwed, bro. Nothing gonna change. I don't give a fuck. What? I don't give a fuck. It's crazy that they even creating artificial intelligence to where they got trucks and shit drive by themselves. They're taking out. They're replacing.
They mouth can pull at the seat. Let these cowards tell it. Welcome to New Orleans with the end. Get the LA yelling. Getting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You talk about this Giant defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now the first carry here for the running back. And good vision there. He's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. The Cowboys are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Tracy going to get it on first down. And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Shit.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Real cool. Maybe you only have to pay the bills. And now I'm finished. Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself. Know your worth. My actions been louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold and I heard.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra.
What the fuck is y'all doing, man?
With that totally, because all division
Get the
games
fuck
have
out
a
of
little
here.
extra
All right,
to them.
all right, all
I
right.
like where this game is situated because at this
Let's roll.
stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second and 14. The carry here, it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
32-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They go play action here on first down.
Damn.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. But he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's about standing up to a mob trying to destroy not just my family's future over words, but our rights to free speech as a whole. If you've ever felt silence, attacked, or punished for your beliefs, you know this fight. End quote. I just keep the picture up for a second, man. But man.
Second and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, fellas, what y'all doing?
And they
Damn.
move this all the way down to the 9.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Here we go. Start. Cowboy 80.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I
I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
No score after one on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Like it. Ready. Bravo 80. Go.
To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out. You want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Damn! Man, we are this bitch terrible.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row.
I appreciate that drop.
These guys start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
I think I threw a lot of picks last
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got
catch, good hands.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
I'll take that.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he's going to be
got more yards on the play, boy.
5 at the 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4. Yeah, he's got it. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A give, right, it's Hubbard. And he'll get in. Touchdown.
That's it. Crazy off on the run right there.
Chuba Hubbard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point forthcoming. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
18 Cardinal, 18.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Good run.
Pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. Good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Good run. Good run.
Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Got it. Ready? Come on. Set. Ready?
Straight ahead with Hubbard. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw.
Ooh, motherfucker.
Missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Get it. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Now back to throw.
Good deep.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll find McMillan here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
This is caught by McMillan. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Good shit.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now and 13-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Oh, fuck.
Now this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40.
Let's go. 79 Cowboy 80.
The slot man in motion right. They'll throw now on the final play. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but They were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the scrimmage.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
See if you can capitalize.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That is caught.
And
he will have a Cowboys 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Ooh,
and this
good
nearly
deep.
an interception, but it's incomplete.
You get up out of that shit.
Really would have helped him
Calm
there,
my
but not
ass
to
down.
be.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Man, what is y'all doing, bro?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
My fullback keep getting in the way.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Left side, it's complete.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
Tracy to the right side. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
right side here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Wow,
An excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches 16-3 now. So the lead extended. And I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. 19.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And it will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Cowboys 23, Giants 3.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He'll let this go deep for Collins.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. Good, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
And he'll go again here with Hubbard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Third down and 7.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Cowboys on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll set up a throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They're going to look to throw.
Shakir hauls it in.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 32-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Panther 60, Panther 19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And the lead will stay put at 17. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter
and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Dallas, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.